Welcome to Sandstoneherald. This is another day the Lord has made. We thank God for this evening. We thank God for this day, every single moment of the day. We want to bless the Lord because the Lord has been good, and we want to thank Him for His faithfulness. Now, we are looking at Jeremiah chapter 42 and 43. Now, I'm covering two chapters because the book is exciting. So if I read one chapter and leave it, and the next one, they're so connected. And these ones are too connected because the story does not end in chapter 42. It goes on up to chapter 43. And what happens in chapter 42 is this. You remember the gentleman called Johanan that we met yesterday? Now, he leads all the people who are remaining. The ones Nebuchadnezzar left, the ones who had been running away towards Egypt with him, they come back over to Jeremiah and tell him, listen, ask the Lord what we must do. Tell the Lord to tell us what we need to do. And we make a promise. We will obey. If it is good, if it is bad, we will obey what the Lord tells us to do. So please ask Him, what does He want us to do so that we can comfortably do this thing and please the Lord and walk with God and just have a wonderful time. And then Jeremiah said, fine, I didn't ask you to come to me, but then here I am. I'm going to ask the Lord. So for 10 days, he waited on the Lord. And on the 10th day, the Lord comes through. When the Lord comes through, the Lord has a beautiful message. The Lord has a beautiful message. He says, do not leave. Do not leave Jerusalem. Do not leave Judah. Do not leave the land. Stay here. I will build you. I will grow you. I will enrich you. Your family will grow. Everything will be back to normal. Your life will get back its bearing and you will be great. Now, if you do that, I will keep my promise. But should you decide to go to Egypt, because remember they were running to Egypt. They were really heading to Egypt. And this guy was leading everybody. Every survivor, everyone was being taken to Egypt. Including Jeremiah, they had captured him and they were saying they'll go with him. But if you choose to go to Egypt, I will destroy you. I will destroy you. The thing that Nebuchadnezzar did not finish, that's what I'm going to finish. I'm going to destroy you. I will wipe you with the sword. I will wipe you with the famine. And whoever survives, I will send a plague. Now, you see, when these guys hear this, they turn to Jeremiah. And that's what comes out in 43. That's why I was saying these two are very related and closely related, and they are flowing. They turn to Jeremiah and say, listen, you're a liar. God didn't send you. In fact, you are trying to trick us so that Nebuchadnezzar and his team can come and get us and kill all of us. God did not send you to this place to speak to us. In fact, you're a liar, and that God is lying. We don't think it will. We will run away from here and go to Egypt. Jeremiah tells them, please don't go to Egypt, because if you go to Egypt, it is not going to be good for you. Then, of course, they said, now, the only way to prove that you are wrong is we are going to carry you. So they pick Jeremiah and they go to Egypt, and they move to the farthest. So far interior, they were actually closer to the city where the Pharaoh's palace was. Then this is what happens. As they are staying there, the Lord comes through and begins to talk to Jeremiah. Tell Jeremiah, take some rocks, go and dig them at the very entrance of the palace, exactly at the staircase where the Pharaoh sits. Dig them there and put them there, surround them with the blocks. After that, tell these people what you have seen me do. I will bring my servant Nebuchadnezzar, the guy you are running away from the other side, is coming here and is coming to wipe out Egypt. And this is what he's going to do. He's going to destroy the temples of Egypt. I'm going to use him to destroy the temples of Egypt. I'm going to use him to destroy the gods of Egypt. And I'm going to destroy the people of Egypt and anyone I will find in this land. Which means these guys left there to come here only for Nebuchadnezzar to come and raid the next land, to destroy it. Now, what does that tell you about God? And I think this is where we need to learn lessons. Remember yesterday, one of the things I said is that you can run, but you can't hide from God. Yes, and what goes around comes around. Now, Johanan, remember, was the same guys who caused trouble here. And here now, with all the remnants, all the survivors, everybody else are here. So there are three lessons we can learn from this story and dealing with God. Number one, situations can be bad in your life, but God will come through. God will provide a way through. if you just trust him. Remember, he told them, in that land, desolate land, I will take care of you. The offer that Jeremiah had been given by the Babylonians. God promised, I will take care of you if you remain in this land. But they didn't believe him, so they ran away. So situations may look bad, but that's temporary. The only thing that remains permanent, like people keep saying that the only thing that remains permanent is change. Trust you me, even change changes. God is what remains permanent, is who remains permanent. Now the second thing is this, is never think you can run away from God. Jonah tried, it didn't work. Jonah tried, it didn't work. You can't, I can't, we can't. In fact, someone said there are three people you can't cheat. You can't cheat God, you can't cheat the devil, and you can't cheat yourself. You can be lying to yourself, but you know right there that you're lying to yourself. So what exactly are we saying? We are saying that you can't run away from God. These people, I'm sure you heard the story of this lady that felt sick and was dying, and then in the middle of the night the Lord came and asked her, what one wish would you want me to do for you? And she said, just give me one more chance. Give me one more chance. I will be fine. The Lord gave her one more chance. She went out and realized she was going to get her life back. Got about 15, 20, 30 more years to live. She went and did a whole plastic surgery and looked great, looked young and beautiful and everything. And when she was on her way from that place looking nice and blah, she got hit by a vehicle and she died. So she gets back to heaven. And in heaven is like, I thought you gave me a second chance. I was going to live another 15, 20, 30 more years. He said, no, I couldn't recognize you. Death will find you. You can't run away from. The appointment, the Bible says, is appointed for man once to die, but after that, judgment. But you know what? God desires to use you, and God has set a time for you. Don't run away from him. Some of us tried running away from God. We couldn't succeed. Some of you have tried running away from God. You will not succeed. If he wants you, he'll get you. So the earlier you surrender to him, the better. But the third thing that we can actually hold on to is God keeps his promise. To the good and to the bad. He keeps his promise. Imagine he used Nebuchadnezzar as a servant to destroy Egypt, the gods of Egypt and all that. He will use you, but he keeps his promise. And that promise is for good. And he's willing to do it for you, and he's willing to do it for me. You better trust the Lord. That is why we love him and he loves us. This is John Mark saying, God, may God bless you, may God walk with you, may God hold you stronger. But trust him, walk with him, believe him. He does not intend to do evil to you. He wants to do good. Just walk with him. God bless you and have a lovely, lovely day. Thank you.